In this video, we'll be taking a look at 5 Major League Baseball matchups, and I'll break them all down with free winning picks so you can bet smarter and win bigger. But first, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell so you get our picks the second they drop, because when the lines move, the early birds cash in. And if you want the full winning sport picks experience, head over to wspicks.com and check out our VIP packages, or grab a free consultation with one of our professional sports consultants for the sharpest edge you'll find anywhere. That's where the real plays live. We are your bookmaker's worst nightmare. These are the games we're hammering, the ones the books can't afford you to bet. This is Winning Sport Picks. The free picks are about to drop, and they're coming in hot. We'll kick things off with the Cardinals and Cubs at Wrigley. Cubs are laying minus 1.5 on the run line. Cardinals catching plus 1.5. Total set at 9. Chicago's been a steady cover team at home, especially against weaker rotations. Their bullpen ERA over the last 10 games is under 3.00, while the Cardinals have been shaky in high leverage innings, blowing 3 saves just in the past 2 weeks. But St. Louis has been covering against divisional rivals lately, sneaking in the back door in 4 of their last 6. Totals-wise, Wrigley unders in night games have cashed around 61% historically when the wind is neutral or blowing in. That 9 looks just a touch high considering both offenses have cooled. Lean Cubs to cover, but with the under keeping things tighter than people expect. Next stop, White Sox versus Nationals. Washington is laying minus 1.5. White Sox catching plus 1.5. Total posted at 9. The Nationals are actually one of the sneakiest home cover teams in September, 7-3 in their last 10 in this park. Chicago's bullpen is one of the worst in the majors, giving up runs in nearly every game this month. That sets up Washington's bats to cash in late. The run line fits the sharper side here. Totals-wise, 9 feels ambitious, and unders have hit in 4 of Washington's last 5 home games. Neither of these lineups has slugged over .400 in the last week, so the under has a strong case once again. Then we've got the Twins and Phillies. Philadelphia laying minus 1.5. Minnesota catching plus 1.5. Total sitting at 8.5. The Phillies have been absolutely money on the run line, going 8-2 in their last 10 games by multiple runs. They've been cashing at home too, especially against teams that strike out a lot, and Minnesota fits that bill with one of the highest strikeout rates in September. The Twins have averaged barely 3 runs per game in their last week. On the other hand, Philly's bullpen has a sub 2.50 ERA over their last 10 games. This feels like another spot where Philadelphia's depth carries them over, with the total unders at Citizens Bank Park in night games have been the trend all season, cashing 60% of the time, and with the Twins ice cold at the plate, that 8.5 looks a little too high. Yankees and Orioles is next in the Bronx. Yankees laying minus 1.5, Baltimore catching plus 1.5, total at 8.5. It's a classic AL East battle, and these two always play close, but the Yankees pitching has been stellar lately. Bullpen ERA under 2.20 in their last 10. That's why they've been one of the top cover teams at home, hitting the run line in 7 of their last 10. Baltimore, meanwhile, has slumped, hitting just .215 as a team in the last week. As for totals, Yankee Stadium hasn't been the offensive park people remember this season. Unders in their home games have been printing tickets. That 8.5 leans under again, with both pens locking things down. Finally, the Rays take on the Blue Jays in Toronto. Jays are laying minus 1.5. Rays catching plus 1.5. Total posted at 8. Toronto has been a force, covering in 4 straight games and averaging over 6 runs per contest during that stretch. Tampa Bay's lineup has sputtered, and their bullpen hasn't bailed them out, with an ERA above 5.00 this month. Toronto at home in September has covered at one of the highest clips in baseball. They've cashed the run line in 70% of games this month. The total at 8 is tricky, but Toronto's bats are heating up, and their overs have been cashing more than expected lately. This has the makings of a rare AL East over, especially with both teams' bullpens taxed. Now listen to me, those are the free picks. But the one game I am unloading on tonight, the game that's going to crush your bookie soul, that's the VIP play of the day at wspicks.com. This is the nuke, the hammer, the max bet, the one play I've circled, the game that will bury your bookmaker 6 feet under. When it hits, and it will, your bookie is going to need a doctor, a lawyer, and maybe even a priest. If you want to ride with me on the biggest bet of the day, get to wspicks.com right now. So here's where we landed today. Cubs to cover with the under, Nationals to handle business and keep it low, Phillies to roll while the total stays down, Yankees to cover in a tight under, and Jays to keep crushing with the over sneaking home. This is Winning Sport Picks, where we don't just bet, we bury bookmakers. Smash that subscribe button, drop your favorite plays in the comments, and hammer that like button like you're hammering your bookie into the dirt. We're cashing, we're dominating, and tonight we're dancing on the grave of your bookmaker. Let's go!